The Mom Show. I'm Kristin Cruz. How are you? I'm so glad you're joining me again. Every Thursday, 12 to 1, we do this live, local, on the air at KHTS because we want to make sure to talk right to the moms in the SCV and to our families here in the Valley, in Los Angeles. And of course, this is a podcast on hometownstation.com, so you can listen to it anywhere, anytime. So I've answered all the questions that I got this week about who could listen and where and when. Everything. It's right there for you. We did a little Instagram live earlier. Please follow KHTS on Instagram and myself, Kristin Cruz, so you can keep up with all the things we're doing. We have more giveaways happening. We have more sponsorships happening. So we're starting to really rock and roll here. It's fun turning my blog into a podcast and then into a talk radio show. Thank you so much for all your support. I really appreciate it. Okay, so we are on Facebook Live. If you're on Facebook, you can watch it on the KHTS Facebook page. You'll see me hunched over on a teeny weeny mic because I thought I was on this mic and I was on this mic. So now I'm like a tiny little radio person. But I will fix it when you're not looking in the break. We have such a fun show. Today, I'm so excited that I actually have an in-studio guest, an on-the-phone guest, and then I have Kyle Jellings as a guest, who's like super guest, because he's got some really fun, you know what, I'm actually going to basically just turn it over to Kyle when he comes in here, because dads are welcome on the Mom Show. I know it's weird. I know, right? I never do that. Dads, come on in. This one's going to be for you, because we've got to talk about what, it would kind of be like a, what if this happened to you? What would you do? And then we'll have Kyle explain more. So let's start with this. We're rolling into the holidays, guys. I don't know if you've got your kids' costumes yet. I hope so. Oh, jeez. Mom's running crazy all over. I remember last year I was in Target like the day before Halloween at like 9:30 at night. And all of us, the few of us moms that were in the picked over holiday section in the back corner, we just made eye contact and gave a nod. You know, we just knew we were all doing the same thing. On the same boat, pulling for each other. No judgment. No judgment. It's a judgment-free zone. But you know what? It happens. It's like on Father's Day when you find yourself at the car wash buying Dad a gift at the last minute before you go see him. So these things happen, right? But hopefully you're ready and you're prepared. You've got some candy at home. You've got some plans. And you know what happens once Halloween hits. The holiday season is on, and it comes fast and furious. You've got family flying in or you're flying out. You got Thanksgiving, who's cooking, where you're going. And we've got all the breaks, all the school breaks. Those are hard to keep those on your calendar. I mean, I have not yet, I'm surprised to say, shown up for school with my kids when the school was closed for a day off. I can't believe I haven't done that yet, but it has not yet been me. I'm sure it will be at some point. It's hard to keep track of all these schedules. Then we have the holidays, all of the winter holidays that are going on, and boom, into the new year. We're spending time with family and loved ones and the kids. We want to make sure that we capture those moments, that we create those memories that we want to keep forever. How do we make them the best way possible? And how do we archive them and save them for our family so that we can all share them and see them, that mom, dad, kids get to see them later on. Even grandparents who maybe aren't local here, they can also be able to share in the fun and all the festivities. It's not easy. I know we're all spread out right now and everybody's got crazy schedules, but we're here to help on the Mom Show. We've got some experts lined up for you. So Francine Michelle is going to help me out with some video archiving and actually give you some tips with your own iPhone or camera to let you know how to better capture those memories of your family. And then we're also going to talk to my friend Jedd, who owns Artkive and actually started the Artkive app himself out of necessity. He really found that there was a need and no solution, which you've heard me say before is one of the best ways to start a successful business is find somebody's problem and give them the answer. And if you can do that, then you're winning. And I mean, even if it's just taking some stress off of a mom's plate, giving us a little peace of mind, we will pay money for that. So that is worth it. So we're going to talk to Jedd about Artkive as well. I want to explain to you what it is, and I actually have a special offer he's giving us just for Mom Show listeners. Do we have Jedd on the line? Hey, Jedd, how are you, bud?
Kristin, good to talk to you.
How's it going, Daddy? How's the family?
All good, all good. We're just getting into the back half of the year, right?
Yes.
Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, tons of kids art coming home. Those
Right.
hand turkeys,
Oh, my
I'm already starting to see them.
The hand turkeys are coming home, people. The palm hand turkeys, you know them. Jedd,
How are you? How's the family?
I'm
Good?
good. We're getting ready for Halloween.
Good.
Izzy wants to be a lion. My daughter is a traditionalist, a classic, just a classic. She's been like ghost, kitty, lion. It's real easy. It's
Nice.
real. Yeah, it's not that. Now, Cruiser, on the other hand, my little boy, he's 5. He I don't understand what it is, but he wants to be a muscle man. So,
A muscle man. I
right,
like that.
and
I've got girls, so
right.
I can't relate to that at all. I've got the ballerinas and the
Well,
princesses
what
and
are they going to be
now
this
it's
year?
the
Do you know?
vampire, the zombie princess. I think is
What?
the older one's getting into her teen years. Yep.
Zombie princess? Oh my gosh, I'm not prepared for this to happen to me at home with Izzy yet. She's still only 8. Please stop. What's the other one going to be?
You know, we spent a number of hours the other day at Oz looking, so it's still up in the air. We'll see. I think she wants to be something emoji related.
Ah, the emojis. That's such a big one. Isn't it funny watching them change their personalities and what they're interested in? It's crazy, right? Oh
It's
my gosh.
unbelievable.
And they change so fast, and their interests are so different. And the reason why Jedd is on this specific show is because he really is kind of the master behind making it easy to capture all of these memories with our kids when it comes to the artwork that they make. Now, Matt, my husband, fireman Matt, and I call them little pieces of craft. It's a little piece of craft. And yes, and there's so much of it, and what do you do with it? Because it piles up. I tell you, people with one kid, you guys are hilarious. Because as you continue to have the children, it is like it's kind of like the way that they measure earthquakes on a magnitude scale. Like once you go up a kid, it doesn't just double; it like quadruples how much stuff you have. I don't understand how it happens.
It sure does.
It explodes
Sure does.
everywhere. So there are only so many magnets, so many areas on the refrigerator you can cover with artwork. And Jedd, one day, and he has a tech background, and he's probably worked on some of the games that your kids have played actually on their iPads. One day was sitting in his kitchen and went, I'm fixing this problem. So he created Artkive, an app that helps us actually put their art away somewhere wonderful, where it's all organized for us. And then he can send it back to us at the end of the year in a beautiful printed book. That's my favorite thing. But Jedd, explain what Artkive is from your point of view. I'm familiar with it, but what if somebody's just picking it up for the first time?
Thanks, Kristin. And you've been such an incredible supporter, literally for 5 years. It's hard to believe.
I know.
We're going into our 6th year with
Yay.
Artkive. We were this little startup back in the day, and now we have a whole business around this thing.
Yeah.
So Artkive solves that problem for parents of what to do with all the art and schoolwork their kids create, right? You feel bad throwing it away. It often ends up stuffed in a box in the garage. And so one night I came home and I was watching my wife take pictures of our kids' artwork. And I asked her what she was up to, and she told me she was tired of the clutter and she was going to turn all of the kids' art into a book. And I was watching her take pictures with her camera, and I quickly went through that process of, okay, you're taking a picture with your camera, you're going to have to upload it to your computer. From there, it's got to get uploaded to the web, to some photo printing site. You're going to have to then make a book and organize it, and you're going to forget which kid did what.
Yep.
And let's face it, like, parents are busy, moms are super busy. And so really good idea and great intention, but the odds of that book ever getting actually made were so small. And so I thought there must be an app for that. And I went that night literally looking for it, and when I couldn't find it, within 2 days I had wireframed the entire user experience for what would become Artkive, raised some money and built the app, and here we are. So with Artkive, you take a picture of your kid's artwork, you choose which child created it, it automatically tags that image with their name, their grade, and the date. It stores it all chronologically. So at the end of the year or whenever you're ready, you hit print, and we send you a coffee table book of your kid's entire year of art.
That's insane.
So for parents who are too busy or lack the desire to do it all themselves, we also now offer Artkive Concierge.
Yeah, I want to know more about that. Yeah.
Right. So you've got those boxes of art sitting in your garage, and it's way too daunting, and you don't want to pull them out.
Right.
Instead, we will give you a shipping label. You ship that box to us, We professionally photograph it all. We turn it into books for you. You get to review and approve, and then we send you the coffee table book once you've approved. We do all the work.
That is awesome. Is that like you in your garage, like somewhere in the valley, going through all of it all yourself? Like, is it Jedd on Sunday afternoon going through everything?
Right, like the shoemaker elf who's sitting in the shop making all the shoes.
Yes, that's what I want to see in my head, actually. That works for me.
So you're not that far off. It's actually not me, but you'd appreciate our very careful process where we have tons of artwork, people's boxes. We take every package very seriously. These are people's memories.
Yeah.
So we have a studio, and we photograph, we edit, we design the books, we do all the customer service. It's very hands-on.
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm seeing myself in my head, in my fantasy here about Artkive. So, moms, all we have to do now, literally, is just gather up all the stuff. Yes, sweetie, this is great. Or as I was told, I was actually a great tip, guys, that I was told once is to never get the picture or whatever drawing it is and say like, oh, what is this? Because that could hurt somebody's feelings. And I actually don't even guess anymore. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's such a cute horse. And she's like, that's a pig, not a horse. Or yeah, that's supposed to be a duck. So I'm like way off. So that's just, but I now when I get the pictures and I hold it up to my children, I go, tell me about this. Is like the best way to open the conversation, just like mom tip 101 there. And then you're off the hook.
I love that,
Yeah.
and let's integrate that now into Artkive because there's a section when you go to save the piece that lets you put in some notes. So when your child describes what it is, you should just add a few notes about how they described it so that then prints in the book underneath the photo.
Oh my gosh, that's so perfect because do you remember when the kids were in preschool when Cruiser was at Gymboree? They would have him draw something, and then they would quote unquote exactly what he said it was, and it was always the funniest thing because their minds, the way they think, right? So to have that capture of their actual quote at that age, priceless.
Kids say the darndest things, right?
Yeah.
There you go, in real life with their artwork.
Oh my gosh, I love this. Okay, so here's us, okay, moms? So we empty the backpacks or pick up the stuff from the teacher at preschool. They give us tons and tons of things. The alphabet, every single letter has its own sheet, at least one. Everything, every holiday has projects all week long. But then we can literally take it and go, oh my gosh, this is great, sweetie. Like, what are you going to do with it? You're going to throw it away? Like, no, of course not. And then just toss it into a box. And so there's this big box filled with art at the end of the year. And I can literally just go to UPS and send it to Jedd, who will just go through it all.
By myself, photograph it.
By himself
and edit
on a
it
Sunday
by
afternoon
myself.
in his garage in the valley. And he will photograph each piece. His team of artists will put this together in a beautiful book, professionally done, gorgeous, and just mail all that junk back to me streamlined in a beautiful presentation that looks like I know how to use Shutterfly like some sort of boss. I don't even know.
You know what you don't want to be?
Yeah.
You don't want to be the mom or the dad who gets caught having thrown their kid's art in the garbage.
I've been that person.
Right?
I've been that
when the
mom.
kid walks over and opens the garbage to throw something, their sticky juice away and sees their artwork in the garbage. Don't be that parent.
Tip for moms, bury
Send it to us.
Put it under a few things if you're going to do that.
Yes.
Don't put it on
and by the way, we didn't even talk about the whole gifting angle, right?
Yeah.
Christmas, Hanukkah coming up. So you can also turn your kids' artwork into tote bags and pillows and ottomans and blankets and all sorts of fun gifts for grandparents or even your kids. Turn their artwork into a puzzle. Kids love seeing themselves published, and there's so much to do here.
Check out Artkive. It's on your phone. Just go to your app store, whichever kind of phone you're on. Download it, put it on your phone, play around with it, check it out. Because it really is it can be custom tailored to what you need, where you kind of feel like you're lacking as far as your organizational skills go. If you're really, really good and really organized, it's great for you too, because you're just going to get super into it and love to put everything in files and folders and for all your kids. And, and then if you're like me, where you literally have a giant, like 3 foot by 3 foot artist envelope in your office at home that you just shove everything in, then it's really perfect for you too. And Jedd will take care of it and make you look like a rock star mom. So yes. So check out.
So it's Artkive, Artkive, right? And the website, if you want to go to our website, is artkiveapp.com. And if you're going to print books, we've got a special offer for Mom Show listeners.
Yay.
So actually we have 2 offers. So if you want to do it yourself, go download the app from the App Store, upload all your artwork, and then use the code MOMSHOW, all one word, at checkout, and you'll get 10% off your book.
Yay.
Or if you want to use our concierge service and you want us to do all the work for you, then go to the Artkive website, click on the concierge button, pick the package that works for you, and then use code MOMSHOWCONCIERGE at checkout.
I don't know how to spell concierge. Do I have to know how?
Mom, you know what? Let's do. How about Mom Show?
Who does?
CO. Should we do that? You tell me. What do you want to do?
Yeah, Mom Show Co. is better because
Mom Show Co.
We're not
there
all.
we go.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Mom Show Co.
Keeping
Gets you
it real.
10% off your entire concierge package.
Yay! Oh my gosh, that's so great. This is a really good thing to tell all the mom friends at school about, or the teachers also. So many of my teachers have a bunch of kids in the same school as well, so they would really appreciate this. This is like a gift for teachers to know about. And also, with the holidays coming up, can't we make these things now and then like gift them to grandparents and other folks that are in our children's lives? Like, can we put these together now and get them ready for gifting, or am I too last minute on this again?
No, this is actually a perfect window.
Okay.
So if you want to use the concierge service, definitely do it now. It takes a little bit of time. Obviously, it's a lot of work getting all that stuff professionally photographed and digitized and turned into books.
Yeah.
So do that now. If you want to do it yourself, you can go on any time in the next 4 to 5 weeks, and you're fine.
So in the next 4 to 5 weeks, try to get your act together and just send it in.
Get your stuff loaded. Get that book ordered or the gift ordered. Absolutely.
So here's the thing. I run out of gift ideas sometimes for like extended caregivers and people who are involved in my kids' lives. And, my dad and my mom, at some point I'm like, oh, what do I buy them? They have what they need. I think that there was one year that Matt and I were going to buy his parents like an outdoor fire pit for their backyard. Like, you run out of things. They don't need anything. What do they need? So
you do, and I want another pair of socks that no dad ever.
right? And like an Amazon gift card. Could there be anything any more generic? Like, I love Amazon sometimes, but really, like, put some thought into it, people. So
there's nothing more personal than a gift of your kids or grandkids' art.
Yeah. Exactly. And the greatest thing is it's going to be beautiful. I mean, it's like it's what do you call it? Coffee table book quality.
Yes.
Right?
The books, I have to say, are incredible quality. They really are beautiful. We overdo it on the quality of the printing because we want these to feel like real art books.
Right. Yeah. And they should.
Hey, Kristin, here's another good idea for you.
What?
So we tried this last year, and parents loved it, and we're going to do another promotion around it this year. Turning your kids' artwork into napkins to set your holiday tables with.
Oh.
So you can choose a dozen different pieces of artwork, have a napkin created of each, and everyone at the table gets a napkin of the kids' artwork.
Oh my gosh. That is
How
so
cool is that?
cute. That's so much better than any other holiday pattern you've already used, whatever your holiday themes are. That is so personal and adorable. I love that. The possibilities are endless. Well, you won't run out of ideas. You'll actually feel even more creative while you're doing it because it's inspiring. You get to really design how you want to do this. Everybody gets to do it like to their individual preference. It's really neat. you know what, Jedd? You've done such a great job. And you're right. I've watched this company growing over the last 5 years. I'm so happy that I've known you that long and the company is thriving.
Oh, thanks.
I'm a
Thank
big
you.
fan of you.
We appreciate the support.
Oh, absolutely. And Jedd's like the nicest guy in the world, by the way. And the other thing, lastly, that I'm going to throw in there before we go to break is that something I value in the blogging that I do here in LA and being on the morning show at Coast for so many years in Los Angeles is local businesses and local business owners and local families, moms and dads who are hustling to make things happen right here in our own backyard. I think it's really important to think about that before you make a purchase. So local, shop local, hashtag eat local, dine local. I'm all about that. And Jedd and his family are right here in LA. So when you're thinking about printing out pictures or making one of those books and you've seen other little things come across your desk or your phone, think about the fact that you can do that with somebody who's right here in LA, which I think is super cool. So just wanted to toss that out there.
Thank you, Kristin.
All right, man. You got
You're the best.
You are too. Have a happy Halloween.
You too. And again, so we're doing Mom Show.
That's right.
As the code,
Yes.
and Mom Show Co. for the concierge service.
You're right. And I'm going to put both of the links. And look, Cody's typing it right now on hometownstation.com where the podcasts are for this show. The links will be in there. And then I'm going to push them out on social media. So if you guys are following me, Kristin Cruz, or KHTS, the Mom Show, you'll be able to find those codes and get a deal from Jedd. Thanks so much.
Love it. You're the best.
You are too. Say my best to your family, your wife, and the kids. Have a great Halloween.
Thank you. You too. Let's get together soon.
Let's do
I'd love
it.
to see you again.
Okay, you too.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.
The nicest people, you guys. The Mom Show has the... Okay, so that was a dad on the Mom Show, which is like, dun, 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 what have we done? The world's going to implode. So one dad on the Mom Show... you would think is, good. You toss him a bone, throw a dad in the Mom Show. We actually have another one coming on, too. And the number 2, is an important number. Don't act like my 5-year-old son right now. Number 2 in a different way. So we are, you can tell I have a boy, right? Oh my gosh, I have to think of all the potty jokes. We also have my friend Francine on for Fortuity Productions, who is writer, director, camera mom, boss person who's going to help you know how to take the best memories of your child on film and how to actually, hopefully, can talk to you about how to preserve them in a way that's special in a baby book. And Francine knows what she's talking about. She's also a local mom, a local business owner, which I absolutely love, and happens to be part of a family that makes people smile every day on a whole nother level, which I have to mention because I love that part of what they do too. So that is coming up. She's live in studio with us. So go to the Facebook page. Make sure you can see that on KHTS, and we will be right back with the Mom Show on your hometown station, 1220.
The best live theater can be found right here in the Santa Clarita Valley. The Canyon Theater Guild has been entertaining audiences for decades with top-quality musicals and plays. Located in Old Town Newhall, the CTG also offers workshops for the young actor in your family. For more information, call the box office at 799-2702 or go to canyontheater.org.
Did you see that car?
Isn't it the best? A moving advertisement.
Command eye-catching attention with the Vehicle Wrap by Feathers. Feathers can turn your company vehicles into a cost-effective moving billboard. Their high-quality, high-resolution vehicle wraps deliver excellent marketing exposure. Feathers works closely with you to clearly display your message. Whether it's for branding of a new product, increasing name recognition, or promoting an event, Feathers Vehicle Wraps gets the job done. Feathers on Soledad and Canyon Country across from Edwards Theaters.
On October 31st, the Church on the Way Santa Clarita is hosting an all-new block party. Come hang out with them anytime between 5 and 8 p.m. for yummy food trucks, giant inflatable games, a hay maze and rock wall, a toddler play area, and loads of candy. This is a free, family-friendly event, so don't leave anyone at home. For more information about the Church on the Way Santa Clarita, including service times and what's happening over the next few months, visit tcotwsc.org.
Each year, the Santa Clarita Valley Boy Scouts of America honors leaders of character in our community. This year, the Scouts have joined with the Santa Clarita Valley Veterans Services Collaborative to salute our veterans of character. A gala event will be held at the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library on November 11th. Admission to the library and Titanic exhibit will begin at 3 p.m., followed by dinner and program at 6:30 p.m. For more information, call 661-284-6330.
Views and opinions expressed by Santa Clarita Veteran Services Collaborative are not necessarily shared by the Ronald Reagan Presidential Foundation and Institute.
Hometown.
I wanted to let you know that I really appreciate the way you guys do what you do.
Your hometown station.
It's the Mom Show with Kristin Cruz. How are you this Thursday? 12 to 1, we're live every week. So if you want to come and hang out with us on Facebook, we do a Facebook Live, which, by the way, I was actually asked to be on a live stream show the other week, and I need to tell you about that at another time, but it was so much fun, and they threw so many props at KHTS for having such a nice live stream on Facebook. Yeah, in fact, they thought I did it, which is part of why they asked me on. And so then when they started asking me technical questions, I was like, the radio station does that. They're like, oh, we booked the wrong person. So, kudos and props to the radio station because your live stream looks amazing. Okay, in studio, as you can see on Facebook, Francine Michelle's joining me. Fortuity Productions is local here in the SCV and helping families capture important moments with their family. Hi, Francine.
Hi.
And she's been sitting here with me for a while, so we've been like hanging out and chit-chatting and kind of honing in what we want to tell you about because we only have so much time and there's so much we could get from her. She's so knowledgeable about film production. But she has really started her own business focusing on something specific, which is capturing baby memories and making baby books. And she wants to tell us why they're important, which I had asked her to share, as well as how you started your business. Because I think a lot of mompreneurs, I'm all about mompreneurs, want to know how you come up with an idea and then put it into action and create a business. So first of all, how you doing?
I'm good.
Good.
Doing
How's
really
the family? You guys ready for Halloween?
Yes, definitely.
You sure?
He's keeps going back and forth on what he wants to wear, but he has a whole entourage of superhero costumes. So he can keep choosing with all the events we've been going to and plan to go to. He just changes each one.
Yeah, sure. And there are so many now.
Exactly.
Yes. If he needs to borrow any Muscle Man puff underneath, I've got one for Cruz. And how old is he now?
5.
Oh, my goodness. Big man.
Yeah.
I know. It's crazy. 5, 6, they really start to become like tiny adults. It's really freaky. Hi, Kyle.
Hi, I heard I was requested.
You are. Sit back and just enjoy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sit here.
Okay, yeah, I can do that.
Because you have nothing to do right now, right?
Yeah, that's about right.
Nothing to do at all. You don't have a radio station to run. Sit down. Take a load off. So Francine was just catching us up a little bit. But so I'm glad you guys are ready for Halloween. You seem a little nervous about it, like there's a little trepidation there, but I think you've got Halloween handled.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna be obviously working through the holidays. I bet this is a really busy season for you since you have a production company that documents families doing. I mean, are you kidding? It's a crazy time. But what we were just gonna have Francine do is talk to us a little bit about how she started Fortuity Productions and Baby Books and what she does, like how this idea kind of came about for you.
Well, prior to my son being born, I was a writer, shooter, director, editor, basically a hyphenate, as every person has to be.
Yep.
If you don't know how to do it, you figure it out because you can't afford to hire someone to do it yourself.
Yep.
So after my son was born, I realized how little time I had to do anything. And I had this professional, beautiful camera that shoots in full quality HD.
Oh my gosh.
And I wasn't even capturing my son on it. And I was kind of getting some photos and videos here and there. And then I was like, what am I going to do with all this stuff?
Yeah.
And then I realized, me, a professional filmmaker, if I don't know what to do with it, what does everybody else do who has no technological idea of how to capture them, how to best capture them?
Right.
And then what do you do with all of it?
Yes.
So I decided to create a business about it. And the first thing I did was came up with a name, Video Baby Books.
Mm-hmm.
And then I did a search to make sure there was no other business with that name.
Good job.
And then I talked to a career coach.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Did you find that very valuable?
I did.
Okay.
I did.
Somebody to bounce things off of, kind of?
Exactly, and come up with ideas. And hired someone to create a logo. I had a very specific request with the logo, and it was a lot of going back and forth with someone in a foreign country to get that logo done.
Wow. How'd you find your logo person?
Just searched online for logo people.
Right. Yeah, it's true. She's walking you through each step. Get a pen and paper. This is how you do it. Okay, right?
Bought the domain.
Yeah.
And bought videobabyBooks.com, videobabybook.com, just in case.
Yes.
I didn't want people going to the wrong thing or someone else buying that one.
Right.
And then set up the email and got everything on the back end ready so that I could start promoting. Mm-hmm. And since I was a new mom, I started to go to mommy events.
Yeah, and I have to say, Francine kills it when it comes to mommy events. Like, and it's a great thing to know if you are a mom in business and you want to reach that audience. There are lots of baby, mommy, family events that you can go to.
So many.
And should go to.
And having a booth at one, I learned a lot. And then just going to them and making mom friends and sharing what I did.
Yeah.
I started to realize my business really gets clients through word of mouth.
Yeah.
Through past clients who are excited about what I do or did for them.
Yeah.
So that's when I had to reformat my marketing.
Yeah, you kind of had to pivot a little bit because you were going to be reaching more people. So what exactly does Video Baby Books do?
Well, there are two things that I do.
Okay.
One is I actually come in to their home and I interview parents with questions from a traditional baby book, and then I film them interacting with their child. And then as I get home, the story comes to me when I get into the editing room, and I come up with ideas for photos I want from them. So there's prenatal chapters where I talk to them about how mommy and daddy met, how'd you feel when you found out you were pregnant, who did you tell first, and then as I get those answers, I cut out my own questions on video. Obviously, it's not about me. And then I asked them to send me photos to supplement that. So those would be photos they would put in a baby book, but now they're digitally integrated into the interview.
Right.
And then I edit it together with footage of them interacting with their child, if it's already been born, or the older children, or if I have a bigger sibling, I have them interacting with the pregnant mommy. I can film the nursery. So it's all the things you would put in a baby book, but it's filmed. So there's movement, there's always action within the frame. And it's kind of like a baby story without having to share your story with the rest of the world.
Well, and that's the thing. Everything that we have now is just on Facebook and Instagram. And I'm wondering if we obviously edit those photos down that we post because it's like, mostly people are posting the best, most outrageous parts of their awesome life. So we can all feel like we suck and we don't have a good life. And we're bad parents. But there are things that we don't share out there that we might want to keep archived. I mean, there'll be pictures that I will take of my kids, maybe like playing in the backyard in the sprinklers, totally naked, because that's what kids do.
Or the bathtub shot.
Or the bathtub shot, the classic bathtub shot. And we don't want to share that with the world, but we do want it. We want to keep it. We know we want to embarrass our kids with it when they're older, so we need to have that stuff. But what do you do with that? So this is a great place to have those because you can't put that all on social media. The other thing is, how scattered are our pictures and videos as moms and dads? I mean, I'm busy and I'm in media and I have a production background like Francine too. And still, I know better. I know I should be uploading all this stuff that's on my phone and saving it and organizing it somehow. I'm really bad at that. So I have like some pictures here, some videos here, some clips on Instagram, some on Facebook, some are on Twitter. I have some Periscopes. It's ridiculous. So for me to think that I'm actually going to be able to someday, somehow, sit down and put little pieces of all of that together in one place is a joke. Like, that's not happening.
Well, that's why I like the interview process, because then I can ask them for specific photos or specific videos, if they have them, to integrate into the interview.
Yeah.
But that leads me to the second thing that I do. For the people that either live out of town or don't want to do a full-on interview, they give me their password to their online account, and I go through and I choose how to tell their story.
You can trust Francine. She's good people.
Thanks.
Yes.
So I'll do an integration time sequential, because usually most uploading backups are time sequential.
Right.
And I'll use the photos and the videos and help tell the story, and I'll put it to music. And if they have specific things they want to add as far as subtitles to different things, I can do that too. I had a family who was flying back to her husband's home country, and they had never met their child who was turning 2. They had never seen the wife pregnant. So I basically told the whole story in photos and videos of her pregnancy through the current age that he was. So they were able to share that video when they got to that foreign country.
Wow. That's awesome. And this is professional grade, too. This is better than what we're really, honestly, it's better than what we're able to do when we're on our phones or what we're trying to put on Instagram stories. This is much better. This is the real deal. Go to the website. It's videobabybooks.com.
Correct.
That's where you can see samples of what Francine does. You can see basically what you're missing out on, because if you're not using a professional production company like Francine's, then you're not getting this kind of video archiving for your family. We're not doing it, right? And we know that. Now here's something that you call it Video Baby Books, which I think is so interesting, because my mom's very old fashioned, and she's a retired school teacher. And so she's real big on like books and the holidays and keeping track of things, and she's really good. She still has like the disposable camera. Some people listening are like, what is that? Yeah, so she'll take like click pictures of the kids and then drop it off at her local Walgreens, and they'll give her photos back. And then she'll write on the back of the photos like a quote that my kid said and like the date and time. Like if it wasn't for my mother, my own personal like museum archiver, then I don't know what I would do. But she, of course, bought these 2 gorgeous baby books for me, for the kids when I had them. The first 8 pages are great. I have filled in so many details. Suddenly there's a drop off and there's just nothing. And I still have the books. There's so much missing. There are like gaps in time. Now what do I do? So this is really the baby book of the future.
Yes.
It really is.
And also the parents that hire me, I give them tips along the way on how to track these things. We all have our cell phone on us all the time. So take some photos whenever.
Yeah.
There's tips I give them on how to take better photos, how to take better videos. Don't shoot into the light. When you're filming, shoot in landscape.
Yeah, we're going to list some of Francine's top, if that's good with you. Yep. I'm going to list some of Francine's top suggestions to help moms capture your own photos and videos, and I'll put them on the Facebook page, so you can go there, or on the blog post as well. But yeah, throw some out for us.
Also, don't worry about capturing it on film the first time it happens, because it'll look the same the second and third time.
Really?
So for example, if your baby rolls over the first time, it's going to look the same the second time and third time until they get the handle on it.
No one will know.
No one will know. Their first steps are the same as their 4th and 5th steps.
Right.
So don't worry about capturing it the first time. Because people stress about that. Like, oh, no. If you miss their first word, they're going to say it that way for probably a long time. If they make up words and it's just funny to you, like enormous was my son's favorite word for a while, it always sounds the same until they stop saying it. Yes. So capture it at some point. Right. Don't stress over it.
I like that a lot.
And the reason I recommend shooting in landscape for videos.
Yeah, so by landscape you mean your phone sideways,
Correct.
wideways, horizontally instead of up and down.
Because when you edit it into a video, you don't have the black bars on either side.
Right.
Because all TVs are widescreen. So that's why you want to film in landscape. For photos, it doesn't matter as much, but when I'm editing the photos in, I have to put a color on the background so we don't get those black bars or zoom in.
It's kind of confusing because Snapchat got us all going up and down on the phone, and then now you're being told to video sideways. So when you're doing the baby videos and your kids, go ahead and throw your phone sideways. You may be looking old school, but you're doing it for a reason.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, because Francine said so. That's why I'm doing it. All right, one more good tip, please. I love your tips. They're so good. They're making me feel more confident.
I would recommend that on the date of your child's birth, especially in the first year, every month, don't worry about capturing everything. On the date of their birth, like my son was born on the 12th. So I made sure every month on the 12th, I typed just notes into my phone of what happened in the last month.
Are you serious?
Yes. So then at the end of the year,
and do that? Okay, yeah.
At the end of the year, I was able to put together a book. I use whatever is giving me a good coupon that month.
Yeah.
And I put all the photos in sequential order, and then I can take all those notes from my phone and transfer them directly into the book. So at the end of the book, there's all the milestones and all the notes about him from that year.
All right, so that's something that if you're like me, we missed the boat on. But if you're pregnant or you're about to be a new mommy, this is good to put in your thought bank. I'm a big firm believer in baby planning, birth planning. I'm a certified baby planner, and I took it long course to be able to do this. And one of the things that I always recommend is getting ready to be able to document those kinds of things. Because if you don't have the mindset, you don't have it written down, like I literally had a play-by-play plan book going into the second kid. Like I knew exactly what was going on. I had my food delivery place chosen that was going to help me get my baby body back. I had all my child care lined up. I had, I was ready, Freddie. So, but that's one of the things that I would put in there, because if you're not focused on it, and it's not taken away from anything, it's really just enhancing, I think, your experience with your kid in the first year, those moments, it's keeping you right there and present. But if you don't go into it with the mindset that I have a routine I'm going to do every month on this date, then it's going to fly by and it'd be a blur. And then it'll be gone, and that'll be it.
On that same note, I highly recommend, if anyone out there is pregnant, write a letter to your child before they're born.
Oh, geez. I didn't do that either.
Mommy guilt's a terrible thing. I know. Don't worry about
Thanks
it.
a lot, Francine.
But if you've had another child, you know that as soon as you meet them, your relationship with them changes completely. And there's something so special about carrying that child inside and moments that you share with them that no one else can share.
Right.
Feeling their kicks, feeling their movement, feeling their hiccups.
Yes.
All those things. You have so many ideas and wishes and dreams for your child. And when I do the interviews, I have the people speak this into the camera. Like, what are your hopes and dreams for your child?
I haven't done an interview with her, but I know I'll cry if I ever do anything
and
like
those
this.
are the best moments, because your kids are going to want to see that.
Oh, my gosh.
Especially if it's an ugly cry. Your kids will love it.
They'll be like, Mom, get a hold of yourself on this video. What's wrong with you?
But when
Hormones.
But when they get older and they're pregnant with their own child, or their significant other's pregnant, they'll get it.
Totally.
And being able to see how their mom felt.
This is such a unique idea, Francine. I love it. It's so cool. I mean, it could only come from somebody you've been in the industry. You get how valuable professionalism is, and the look and the production value of it all. And as a mom, you understand what us moms need and what we sometimes feel like we're missing out on. You help us get that and capture those moments. Thank you so much. And can I just say that Francine is also, so this is kind of like, and it makes me feel kind of ooey gooey and like a little teary-eyed, still baby memories and stuff. But also, her family makes kids smile every day, and my family in particular also, because they are a Menchie's family, just so y'all know. Her husband, Alex, is Chief Smile Later. What is
Chief
his?
Smile Officer.
Chief?
CFO.
CFO. Wait, no.
No.
That would be Chief Face Officer. What would that even be?
CSO.
Yes, CSO of Menchie's. He's the Chief Smile Officer. And it's funny because he even says that on his Instagram page, which I think is so cute. I mean, they're the nicest family in the world. Which Menchie's is it? It's the
one in Valencia Gateway Village over at Copper Hill and Newhall Ranch Road.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one that we like to go to see you guys. And I love Menchie's. And the pumpkin right now is redonkulous. It literally tastes like pumpkin pie, squished and cold. That's it. It's pumpkin pie.
We also have fudgy chocolate sorbet in the machine right now, and I'll be going there after this.
You do?
It's my favorite.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. Who doesn't love Menchie's? Okay, so this family's, live and local, guys, in the SCV. So make sure you check out the Mom Show. For families that are right here in the Valley, it is really the special place to come and share and showcase your business and what you're doing, and make some mom friends who have a lot of great things to share with us and help us out with. Francine, thanks so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate you being here. I know how busy you are. You guys have businesses galore happening, kids, craziness, and Halloween, and we really appreciate it. Videobabybook.com, videobabybooks with an S.com.
Correct.
So you can go there and check out what Francine and the production company does. I encourage you to do it. I regret that I didn't do so much more of this stuff.
It's never too late, because I did a video baby book for a family. They were pregnant with their second. Their first was 5.
Okay.
And they're like, we have to capture it before we forget all the memories and merge the 2 kids together.
Yeah, that's true.
So we went back and we talked about it, and they had some great phone videos that I was able to integrate. So we went and did a chapter, because I call them chapters,
we need to
of
do
the
this.
first 5 years.
We need to do this.
And and they were able to remember, once they looked back at the videos, how they felt when those things happened, when she rolled over, when she took her first steps, her first words, how she was when she first tried her first food. So all those things I was able to put into a video for their first child.
Yeah. Okay. We need to do that, because Matt and I are already forgetting stuff. like meshing stories. Like, that's not how it happened, is it? Well, I think it is. Wait, no, that was the other one. Which one was scared of the dark? And like, I mean, and now we're getting older too, so our faculties. But so we need to get that stuff down while we still remember it correctly, or at least sort of correctly. The mom brain. It just in the sleep deprivation. Who knows? I'm making stuff up about my kids at this point. I don't even know what happened. But Francine can ask the professional journalistic questions to make it all make sense.
Yes.
For me. Thanks, Francine. We're going to need to do that. We're going to have to start archiving.
I'd
with
love
you.
to.
Yeah, me too. All right. Well, I love you and your family. And are you going to LA Baby Show that's coming up?
I am.
You are, right?
In
Okay,
fact,
good.
I have a special gift for your listeners. I'm giving away 10 free family tickets to the LA Baby Show. All you have to do is follow me on Instagram.
Okay.
Which is @VideoBabyBooks, and write a little comment below about what your favorite baby must-have is. And by the end of the week, which means tomorrow,
get on that.
I will choose 10 families who get to go for free on either day.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you guys. So make sure you're following Video Baby Books on Instagram. You follow there, get your tickets. The LA Baby Show, we don't even have time to go into it, but it is big, fabulous, and great. And I know because I also help run the VIP bloggers room there every year, so I'm doing a little bit of stuff for them this year as well. But it is so fun for moms and expectant moms to be. It's
your second kid. You don't realize how many new things have come out since
That's
your
true.
first kid. I went last year. I loved it.
Yeah.
Went to the one in Anaheim. I'm going again this year.
Oh, good. And they're good people.
Very.
They put on great shows. So so make sure to come down. Francine, thank you so much. As always, you're just a light. I absolutely love being around you.
Thank you,
And
Kristin.
thank you for coming on the Mom Show.
My pleasure. Thank
All
you.
right. We'll
All
see
right.
you soon. Okay, guys, so don't forget to follow Video Baby Books on Instagram. We're going to wrap up the show in just a few minutes. I need to get Kyle Jellings back in here. He acts like he's so busy. What's he doing? He has no idea how busy he's about to be. It is the Mom Show on your hometown station, KHTS.
Daily Imprints is the premier one-stop shop for custom embroidery, screen printing, and promotional products in the Santa Clarita Valley. Owners Joe and Dana have provided KHTS with quality embroidered company shirts for over 3 years. If it's new business cards or promotional products you need to enhance your image, Daily Imprints is the choice for you. Located on Lyons Avenue. Stop by or call today, 661-678-0508.
On October 31st, the Church on the Way Santa Clarita is hosting an all-new block party. Come hang out with them anytime between 5 and 8 p.m. for yummy food trucks, giant inflatable games, a hay maze and rock wall, a toddler play area, and loads of candy. This is a free, family-friendly event, so don't leave anyone at home. For more information about the Church on the Way Santa Clarita, including service times and what's happening over the next few months, visit tcotwsc.org.
At Jersey Mike's, we think there's a whole lot of wow to be found between 2 layers of fresh-baked bread. Like, wow, this sub sandwich sure has a little something something special. And wow, Juice does for sub sandwiches what spinach does for a certain well-known sailor man. Because we never just make a sub. Every sub we make is a sub above. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Your Santa Clarita Jersey Mike's, a proud sponsor of Santa Clarita High School football.
A Royal Suite.
A Royal Suite is proud to be celebrating its 40th anniversary as Santa Clarita's full-line home furnishing store and World Series sponsor. To celebrate the Dodgers, for the first time in its history, a Royal Suite is offering 50% off of everything in the store. Bedrooms, dining rooms, living rooms, recliners, and Murphy beds, all at half off. A Royal Suite Home Furnishings in Centerpoint across from Sam's Club or at aroyalsuite.com.
KHTS.
Hi, on. It's Kristin Cruz on The Mom Show. Hi. Welcome back. I was just wrapping up things with Francine from VideoBabyBooks.com. We had so much fun talking to her today, and earlier before that, Jedd Gold, the founder of Artkive, which is an app I hope you have on your phone now. It's free. Download it. Check it out. It's going to help you organize all of your kids' artwork and stuff. And we only have a few minutes. I was hoping to get Kyle in here, but he's cracking me up, but I don't know if he's going to be able to come on in here because we were having like special dad day on the Mom Show. Doesn't happen very often. So when the stars align and you're a dad, you want to try to get on in on this. But, you know, if you miss out, we'll try to make it happen again for you. dads are very valuable and important on the Mom Show because we need somebody to make fun of. So you need to be around for the Mom Show. Let me make sure that you know about some of the giveaways that are going on. So with Artkive, which is the app that we had Jedd talking about earlier, you can actually go on the Artkive app right now and get a discount of, I think he said 10%, if you use the code MOMSHOW. Just type in MOMSHOW, and you will get a discount of 10%. Now, if you want the concierge service, which if you missed any part of the show, basically what Jedd will do is take your box of kids art that you've just tossed into a box in the garage. He'll take it from you, photograph it with his team. He has a team of people do this, and put it in a book and send it back to you all nice, neat, and clean and perfect. That is called the concierge service. So if you go to the Artkive app on your phone, type in Mom Show Co, like concierge. He wanted it to be Mom So Concierge, but that is too long, and nobody knows how to spell that, right? Are you with me? I mean, come on. So I have spell check for a reason. There's no shame in my spelling game. You want to put that in Mom Show Co. if you want the concierge service with the special Mom Show discount. Now, Francine, who is just in here and owns Video Baby Books plus the Menchies down the street, she has a great deal for you too with LA Baby Show. If you would like free tickets, moms and dads and kids, you can bring the babies. It's always kid friendly, but I mean, if you can make it a girls' day, it's so much fun. Let me just tell you what, LA Baby Show, you're gonna walk out of there with bags of swags. Bring the stroller, whether you have your kid or not, because you're literally going to need it to push all your stuff around. All the samples, all the goodies, oh my gosh. I mean, the snacks that they pass out, the Pampers, the different diapers, the different cute stickers, and you're going to come home and just unload bags and bags of stuff. I'm going to try to make it. I always help them with some media stuff. MomAngelis.com is helping with the VIP bloggers room. If you're a blogger, you can contact me and I'll help you with that if you want to get in there and see what's happening in the VIP room. But Francine does have 10 free tickets. So you don't have to pay a dime to go have this fantastic place where all these baby family vendors are going to be in one location, all set out for you just to have a good time and cruise around. How fun does that sound? So you want to make sure to follow at Video Baby Books on Instagram, at Video Baby Books. Follow her there. Thanks again so much. Oh, and while you're on Instagram, follow me. I'm at Kristin Cruz, and I am right here at KHTS, live and local every Thursday, 12 to 1 p.m. for the Mom Show. Thanks again so much for joining me on your hometown station, KHTS.